first missions trip ever that I had been on, and I was really grateful that God allowed me to go on this one. I know at first it wasn't an option for me to go, but then over the course of like one day, the answer changed from a no to a yes. And yeah, God used that as a lesson. But God really challenged me this week with just trusting and relying on Him and coming to Him with everything. So one day I had a one-on-one with a girl named Adrian, and a very long story short, I asked her if she wanted to become a Christian, and she said no, and that broke my heart. And then later on that night, we were praying for the kids that they would see God and that they would just come to Him because, life is better with Him and you know that He's there. And then, so at that time, I hadn't gone to God at all with Adrian. And then later on, Rachel came into my cabin, and then I just gave her a hug and I cried. I couldn't hold it in anymore. And then I prayed for all the kids, and then that was when I realized that my heart was broken for Adrian. So then I specifically prayed for her. And then the talent show came, but instead of going to that, I went aside with one of my youth group leaders and talked with him. And that night, he really convicted my heart that I had planted a seed and that there was nothing more that I could do. Yeah, I could check up on her and stuff, but as a person, I can't do anything else. I had to wait for God to do His will, which would have been, I'm sure it's going to be a while, but I don't know when God's going to change her, but He really put me at peace. And then, after we were done talking and praying, that night I was just exhausted, emotionally and physically. So I finally went to God on my own, and I took Adrian to Him. And my heart was and still is at peace about Adrian. So I was really challenged by going to God with everything, not thinking that something is too small. Oh, I can handle this, and God can worry about everybody else's problems, but no, He wants my problems too. So.
Amen.